What If the Butler Saw by Shauna Cannon. Butler Jean had worked for the bourgeois family for a very long time, and he had seen many strange things. A superhero borrowing one of the suites to take a potty break didn't even register on his strangeness scale. Neither did said superhero's request for camembert cheese during said break. Jean simply did his job, clarifying the guest's order and producing the requested cheese nearly instantaneously. Cat Noir did appear rather in a hurry when he yanked open the door to receive the cheese, but Jean was never one to rush. Rushing was a sure way to appear unprofessional, and he could never allow that to happen. Unpasteurized camembert matured for 2 years, Jean announced as he presented the covered tray. The hero reached for the tray, and Jean prepared to have the door slammed in his face again. It had happened twice already. What he was not prepared for, nor from the boy's expression was Cat Noir, was the bright flash of light that swept over Cat Noir as the hero's hands grasped the tray, leaving a panicked Adrian Agreste blinking up at Jean. Nevertheless, Jean succeeded in holding back any reaction other than a slight widening of his eyes. Adrian stared up at him for 2 solid seconds, then yanked the tray of cheese back and slammed the door in Jean's face. Uncertain as to the correct protocol in this situation, Jean stood patiently in the hallway, listening to Adrian frantically talking to himself. Jean couldn't make out the words, but it was clear the boy was in great distress. The door opened suddenly, and Adrian grabbed Jean by the shoulders and pulled him into the room. Jean barely managed to stay on his feet as he staggered to a stop. "Jean-Luc, right?" Adrian asked. Jean shrugged slightly. It was close enough, and it was never polite to correct one's employer or their guest. "Monsieur Adrian?" Adrian slammed the door shut and plastered himself against it as if he were trying to keep out a horde of invaders. "What have I done? Ladybug's gonna kill me! Unless you, maybe you didn't see anything?" Jean was about to assure him that if he was not meant to have seen anything, then certainly he had not seen anything, but before he could do so, a third voice interrupted him. "Kid, he's literally seeing it right now. You're not the one who's supposed to be here, remember? Cat Noir is." The small, black, floating being with a mouthful of camembert did register on Jean's strangeness scale. In fact, he would rate it as high as a 7. Adrian winced. "Right. Jean, please, please, please don't tell anyone, especially not Chloe. This is really, really important. If anyone found out who I am, everyone I know could be in danger." The boy started pacing, pulling at his hair as he rambled to himself. "Ladybug's gonna know, isn't she? What is she gonna do? What am I gonna do? No one's supposed to know." Jean liked Adrian Agreste. He'd always been a good influence on Chloe, as much as anyone could be an influence on Chloe. So it wasn't strictly from duty that he placed a reassuring hand on the boy's shoulder and said, "Monsieur Adrian, I saw nothing. I'm certain that whatever you do or do not do in your spare time is none of my business." Adrian looked up at him with eyes full of worry. "You promise you won't tell anyone? Not even Chloe or Mr. Bourgeois?" "No, monsieur." The boy appeared to believe him as he sagged slightly with relief. "Okay, thank you. We'd better get back before Ladybug suspects something went wrong. Plague, claws out!" Jean watched the superhero dash from the room. Then he retrieved the now empty tray and went back to his duties.